Hey, yo, grand rising to you. This is your man, Levon. Just want to share a word with you God gave me real quick. All right? Check this out. Grand rising. Listen, let me hip you the game. Be mindful to watch patterns, right? What do I mean? Be mindful to watch how people move and watch the things that they say, because what people say and what they do oftentimes are totally different. They're two totally different things, right? And we'll be listening to what a person says and it sounds good, right? The words sound good and it's everything that we'll want to hear. But yet, when the rubber meets the road and the proof is in the pudding, the actions do not line up with the words that are coming out of their mouth. No matter how much you want them to, you clearly see they don't line up. You may bring it to the forefront, bring it to light, reveal it. And then there'll be excuse after reason, after some kind of plight, some kind of trouble, some kind of tragedy. This is the pattern. So when you see this type of behavior, we have to be smart enough and wise enough to know when to back out, to know when to step back, to know when to lay something down, and to know when to let something go. If the pattern shows that there's no benefit, if the pattern shows that there's a manipulation taking place, if the pattern shows that there's just a one-way street as far as getting, taking, receiving, consuming, but it's not a two-way street to where you're receiving the same thing, I'm telling you, regardless of how you feel about it, back out. It's not for you. It's not in your favor. And in the long run, it's going to hurt you. Save yourself. Now, Matthew 24:33 says this. It reads, "So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors." You dig? Matthew chapter 24 and verse 33. Know when you see these things, happening, that it's near, even at the door. You dig? You know how sometimes we can see stuff? We know what we see. We ain't crazy. We know what our eyes is visualizing. Sometimes it's just hard for our brains to wrap around the thing that we're visualizing. But it's not that it's not true, or it's not that we don't see it. We just don't want to accept it. But God says, don't be foolish. When you see these things happening, just know that time is close. And how close is it? It's close enough that it's at the door. You dig? So be wise. See things for what they are. Don't ignore things when your eyes is showing you and when you can clearly see the patterns. Don't ignore it. Respond to it the right way, the biblical way. You dig? And you'll be blessed, and you'll be better at the end of that thing than it was at the beginning of that thing. See, a lot of the problem is we don't pay attention. We get so caught up in the hype and so caught up in the feeling and so caught up in the euphoria, we don't pay attention. And it's not paying attention that costs us. Scripture says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge or vision, right? Not paying attention, not seeing what's going on, not paying attention to the patterns. But when we pay attention to the patterns and then we move according to what the pattern is showing us, that's when we'll be victorious. That's when we'll have the victory. Regardless of the pattern itself, if we can see how it's moving, whether it's beneficial or whether it's not beneficial, then it's up to us to take action at that point. And let me suggest that you take action. Don't ignore it, because it'll hurt you in the long run. You can pray all about it, go to God all about it, You can fast on it. You know, you can do all these different things trying to change the pattern that you see, but you can't. It's going to show itself forth. No matter how much, you may bring it to the forefront, bring it to light, reveal it. And then there'll be excuse after reason, after some kind of plight, some kind of trouble, some kind of tragedy. This is the pattern. Don't fall into the trap, right? You got enough stuff going on in your own life besides trying to take on somebody else's issues. So be blessed today. Just a word of encouragement. Watch the patterns. And if they don't line up, get out. And yo, be blessed on today. Just want to come on real quick and just encourage you on this hump day. Y'all know what the day it is, man. It's the middle of the week, right? We're at the top of the hill. All the rest of the week is all downhill. We just got to get there. So let's get there with grace, with humility, and with a knowing and a faith that God has got our back. Amen, Levon. I'm out.